Feeling myself high. Yes, like that, like that, like that. Told her might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her might be right back, right back, right back. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that. Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back. Run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Washington Commanders. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Red 23.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. They'll try the left side with ETN. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them when they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
They have three tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 50 yards. Now Lawrence on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Bauer. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Back to the ground with ETN. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And he takes us beyond the 30. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get this to about the 38. You look at this Jaguar defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
3rd and 4. Back to throw, Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Willis looks to pass it here. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Motion man is Schwartz. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again, it's Lawrence. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Dameon Pierce with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows to 10-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff running left is Etienne. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down, Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenneth Murray leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go,
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Play action. Here's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And they're He's sacked back around the 28. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
And 13.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Willis slides safely, and he picks up the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run here with Pierce. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Pierce is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
18. Hey, smash Bronco! Go!
They'll run for it with Pierce. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
To throw, here's Willis. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. That ball caught by Slayton. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Hold the ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A run by Pierce begins the second half. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. Taking it right down Broadway. Loose inside the 30. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 9. 154 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Dameon Pierce with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Pierce now up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Third down, it's Willis. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
19. Alert! Alert! Ready?
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
70 Lions.
Again, it's Pierce. And once again, he will not go anywhere. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So 2 tries from the 2, and they remain at the 2.
And now I'm thinking RPO, what they call run-pass option. Don't just make it a simple running play. Give them a chance.
And this time he is in. Dameon Pierce with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Commanders take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
He'll look to Etienne to start things out. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game. And I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington.
Dameon Pierce with career touchdown number 60. And the Commanders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
11.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 43 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The offense on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here's Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Go.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Give to Pierce.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Cowboy 80.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Willis. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Hey, check that. Street.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 21-yard line.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 234 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Check Bobcat.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. On 1st down, Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. Pushing his way inside the 40. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say